होने नहीं दूंगा।
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everybody. First of all, mention your admission number.
Good morning,
Because
sir.
many of you have not mentioned your admission number. Anant Kumar Singh, Amritans Pandey. There is no any effect of the teachers. Teachers are saying again and again that you should have to mention your admission number in front of name. Then why not you mention? Anant? Mention karo apna. There should be your admission number, otherwise you will be removed from group. यदि ऐसा नहीं होता है, if you will not mention your admission number along with your name, then you will be removed from the group, and it is not responsibility of teacher that your studies continue or not.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Students, please mute yourself.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Mute करो बेटा अपने आप को. Let us say, students, yesterday we have discussed about male reproductive organ, in which we have studied about the different parts of male reproductive organ. Today we will study by drawing the outline diagram, means front view of male reproductive organs, that how different organs are arranged in the body of male. So we have to draw the outline view of male reproductive organ. Let us see, there should be the front view diagram. In which this portion show that there is the urethra, through which, or urinogenital portion, through which there is development of the different parts. After then there is arising of tube-like structure. And from this portion, very easily we can draw the figure. This is a front view. When we will see from front side, then this figure will be seen very easily. And from this portion, there is arrangement of in both portion, there is arrangement of testis. This is the testis portion which is attached with the tube-like structure. There is presence of tube-like structure, and at this portion we will see that there is such type of structure are present. इस तरह के ट्यूब लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स उपस्थित होते हैं इन बोथ पोर्शन. वी विल सी दैट देयर इज प्रेजेंस ऑफ such type of structure over the kidney. It is double lined. Due to unavailability of colored chalk, I have to use the single colored chalk, so it is difficult for all of you to recognize, but I am trying to do. Such type of structure. After then, mind it, this portion is somehow lower
बंद
than
कर
this
दीजिए, हो
portion.
गया.
Diya and Kaustubh Rai, you are unable to understand that what teachers are saying. Diya, समझ में नहीं आ पाता है क्या तुम लोगों को? तो it is very easy for me. I will remove you from here. You will not be able to read, not today only. From today onward, it will be not easy for you to join the class. So be in manner and mute yourself. Let us see in figure. This figure is slightly lower than this portion, but it is not in actual. खींचने ड्रा करने में ऐसा हुआ है. In actual way, both are at same portion. After then, this portion is slightly lower in this portion. At this place, there is development of a gland-like structure. I am trying to highlight, due to which you can understand it properly. And below this portion, there is a small bulb-like structure. There is a small bulb-like structure, and at this portion, there is also a small bladder-like structure. In both portions, there is the bladder-like structure present, that is called as seminal vesicles. We will label it one by one. Let us see. First of all, this is the testis portion. Yesterday we have studied about the different parts of reproductive system of male. Today this is the outline view of male reproductive organ. There should be proper leveling. This is the kidney testis in both portion, left and right portion. These are the testis. You can level it in same way. These are the testis, and on the testis in both portion, you can see then such type of structure are seen. This is called as, this portion is called as epididymis. This portion is called as epididymis, and above this tube-like structure. This tube-like structure, if you'll see about the figure, then this tube-like structure is called as sperm duct, or in other words, we say it vas deferens. This is called as sperm duct. Sperm duct, or in other words, it is also called as vas deferens. After then, we have to label. It is also paired. You can see it is present in both sides. Both the testes are connected with these sperm duct. After then, this is this portion is called as seminal vesicles. This is seminal vesicles. It is also paired in number. After then, this portion is the prostate gland. This is the prostate gland. And these two lobulated structure, small bulb like structure, is called as Cowper gland. It is called as Cowper gland. Cowper gland. Now we have to know this portion. This is the urethra portion. It should be lever here. This is the urethra portion. This figure is totally complete. Let me erase this line. It will create problem to all of you. Let us see, students. This figure is completed. Now we should have to define the role of all these parts, that how these parts are helpful in reproduction. As we have discussed yesterday, that there is a pair of testes which is present in the scrotum, and its function is to produce sperm, and the hormone like testosterone is also produced with the help of testes. In testes, there is presence of seminiferous tubules and Leydig cells, as we have studied yesterday. After then, that produced sperm from seminiferous tubules is started to transported via the sperm duct, and it reaches at the portion of this place. This is called as the seminal vesicles, and its function is to provide the nutrition, because there is secretion of plasma which provide fluidity. We say that this plasma is helpful to lubricate the sperm, due to which it can transport very easily. It will not get harm, and after then it reaches at this portion. Means in the prostate gland. The function of prostate gland is to provide the motility to secrete the mucus. After then, there is a small bulbous structure that is called as Cowper gland. And the role of Cowper gland is also to lubricate, to secrete the mucus, due to which the transportation will be easy, and it will get the proper nutrients by which the sperm can survive for longer period of time. Then there is a common passage. This is the common passage through which the semen will transfer, as well as there is the transportation of urine from urinary bladder. It will pass out through this portion, This is the urethra portion through which the urine is passed from the urinary bladder. Now we have to know about this portion. This portion is the male copulatory organ through which it is a common passage to pass the urine as well as semen. There is no any different parts due to which Ritesh Verma, mute yourself.
Yes, sir.
अपने आप को म्यूट करो. Mute yourself. Let us see. There is a common passage through which आदित्य गुप्ता, ये नाम के साथ साथ क्या क्या टाइटल लगाए हुए हो? Mention your name only. There is no requirement to show your all details of your family members. यहाँ तुम्हारे फैमिली मेंबर की जरूरत नहीं है बेटा, अपना नाम केवल लिखो आदित्य गुप्ता एंड you have mentioned more and more things. We have to discuss about this portion. This is the common passage through which there is a transportation of all. So this is the detailed figure of male reproductive organ. After that, we have to study about the female reproductive organ. This is the front line view. It is given in your book also. You can read, and if there is any problem, then you can contact to me or you can message to me. I will send the detailed note of this chapter. So don't bother about the notes that you have prepared or not. I will send detailed notes which you have to write in your copy. This figure should be drawn in your copy. This is you can write here that it is the front view of male reproductive organ. Front view of male reproductive organ in which different parts are shown, and we have studied about the function of each part of reproductive organ. Now we have to study about the female reproductive organ. We have to study about female reproductive organ. As we have studied about male reproductive organ, that male reproductive organ is consist of many parts which perform many functions, and there are many organs from testes to prostate gland and seminal vesicles, epididymis, vas deferens, vas efferens. In same way, the female reproductive organ is the organ which consists of many parts, and that many parts of female reproductive organs are responsible to perform the different functions. There is production of eggs or ova. There is fertilization inside the body. After then, they also perform the different function in the body of female. So first of all, we have to study about the female reproductive organ. We can say that female reproductive organ produce ovum periodically at a definite period. Along with this, they also facilitate the fertilization, and later, after fertilization, it grows into the fetus inside the womb of mother. Then this reproductive system of female is consist of many parts in which there is a paired ovary, fallopian tubes. After then there is ureter, then Bartholin glands, there is oviduct or fallopian tube, genitalia portion, pair of Bartholin glands, and the female genital part or female copulatory organs. One by one we will see that what are the different reproductive parts of the female reproductive organ. First of all, we have to study about the pair of ovaries. Then we have to study about pair of fallopian duct, or it is also called as oviduct. fallopian tube हम क्या लेते हैं, or it is also called as oviduct. Oviduct. The third one is we have to study about the ureter. Uterus. Ureter is different in case of females. The fourth one is vagina. After then we have to study about the Bartholin gland. Bartholin gland. All these are the female reproductive parts. The first one is pair of ovaries, pair of fallopian tubes आप कह सकते हो because it is also paired, or oviduct. There is uterus, then vagina, that is called as female genital organ. Female genital organ. There is Bartholin glands. It is also called as Bartholin's gland. And along with this, there is also an organ which play a vital role, and it is a part of female reproductive organ, that is breast. That is breast. Now we have to study about the, in place of breast we can write here mammary glands, because many times it is asked mammary glands. Now we have to discuss about each parts one by one. First of all, we have to discuss about the pair of ovaries. If you will discuss about the ovary, then it is the primary reproductive organ of the female body, which is almond shape, which is in almond shape, and its function is to produce gonads. Its function is to produce eggs or ovum inside the body of female. Along with the formation of gonads, along with the formation of eggs or ovum, ovary also play a very important role in the secretion of different type of hormones like estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen and progesterone. Due to secretion of estrogen, very simply, when a girl child born, there are immature follicles or eggs present in the ovary of body of female. Later on, after the age of puberty, some of the eggs or the ovum or the follicles become matured periodically from both the ovary, because there are pair ovary. And in that situation, after the age of puberty, when the ovaries become active, then there is secretion of estrogen. There is secretion of estrogen which play a vital role in development of secondary sexual characteristics, which we have studied earlier, that there is development of secondary sexual characteristics in the body of female. That secondary sexual characteristic is developed due to the secretion of this estrogen in female body and start to function at the age of puberty, or we can say after the age of puberty. And this progesterone also a hormone which secrete from the ovaries of female, especially it start to secrete during the pregnancy period, and it is also play a vital role. It is helpful in the soften of the body parts of the female. Along with it is also play a vital role in the ejaculation of milk and secretion of milk in the mammary gland. And along with this progesterone is also helpful during childbirth. So we can say that the ovary play a vital role in the body of female. It has its more important function is to formation of ova or follicles, along with the secretion of estrogen and progesterone during childhood. Means when a female girl born, there is presence of ovary, undeveloped ovary, and when it become developed at the age of puberty, so during immature condition, during childbirth condition, there is presence of ovary and there are immature follicles. During puberty stage, out of that large amount of follicles or ova, some of them or one of them become mature and start to release periodically from these two ovaries in alternative way. In alternative way, in the time period of 28 days. But we can say that one reaches maturity alternatively in the two ovaries. After that, what happens? Beside forming ova, the ovary also play an important role in the secretion of estrogen and progesterone. I hope that y'all are understood about the role of ovary and function of ovary. It is the primary sex organ which play a vital role. Means simply आप ये कह सकते हो कि ovary is helpful in the formation of follicles or ova. Again and again I am revising the words follicles or ova. And there is the secretion of estrogen and progesterone. This estrogen play a vital role in the development of secondary sexual characteristics, whereas progesterone play a role in softening of the body during pregnancy period. It is also helpful in the secretion and ejaculation of milk from the glands. Along with it is also helpful in the childbirth. Now we have to study about the fallopian tubes or oviduct. As the name given here, oviduct or fallopian tube. This oviduct or fallopian tube is a pair of curved tube, and the length of this tube is about 12 centimeter, or we can say that there is length of 10 to 12 centimeter. There is length of this fallopian tube is about 10 to 12 centimeter, and this fallopian tube is also consists into many parts which is not given in your book. it consists into many parts. There is infundibulum, there is presence of ampulla. Simply we can say that fertilization occurs in the fallopian tubes. It carries the ova from eggs. It has two ends. One end is connected with the ovary and other end is connected with the uterus. From ovary, it receive ova or eggs, and the fertilization occur inside the fallopian tube at the place of ampulla, which is not given in your book. Infundibulum क्या होता है और ampulla क्या होता है, that is not given. But you have to know that there is fertilization of egg inside the fallopian tube. Its function is to carry the ova from the ovary. After then, when there is fertilization, means there is meeting of male and female gamete in the fallopian tube, then there will be formation of zygote. And after formation of zygote, there will be division, there will be meiosis, mitosis division, due to which it will be changed later on into the fetus, which transfer into the uterus through the fallopian tube. So very simple, you can say that this fallopian tube is tube-like structure in which there is the fertilization. It carry ova from ovary, and after fertilization, the zygote is developed through the many stages and transfer into the uterus later on. After then, we have to study about the uterus. This uterus is the pyriform inverted structure. Inverted matlab ulta. Suppose that there is a balloon-like structure whose mouth portion is below side. There is an inverted or pyriformed structure which is inverted, and it has thick muscular wall. It has thick muscular wall, but there it is a bag-like structure which have thick muscular wall because it play a vital role in the reproductive parts of female. The main role of this uterus is to carry the baby, to carry the fetus inside it, and provide the nutrition supplements, and also helpful in the different ways to protect the fetus inside the womb of mother, because there is nourishment of baby inside the womb of mother. So we can say that uterus is an inverted pyriform muscular thick walled structure which is the bag-like structure that is specialized to retain the fetus inside it during pregnancy. If you will see that inside the structure, हम इसका figure भी बनाएंगे, inside the uterus there is a lining. That lining is called as endometrium. आप इसको नोट कर सकते हो. There is inner lining in the uterus that is called as endometrium, and this endometrium is highly vascular and glandular. It is highly vascular. बहुत सारे blood vessels होते हैं. Vascular means क्या? There is combination of blood vessels. It is highly vascular and glandular. Many glands are also present. If glands are present, then there will be secretion of hormone. There will be secretion of the chemical substances. This endometrium is the inner lining of uterus which is highly vascular and highly glandular, and this uterus tapers towards the lower end to form a cervix. To form a cervix. This is the lower portion of the uterus that is called as cervix. Through cervix it open into the vaginal portion or female genital organ. After that, we have to study about the female genital organ. Simply, we can say that it is the female copulatory organ. This female genital organ or vagina. Simply, we can say that it is the female copulatory organ or birth canal, as well as it is the passage away of the urinal or menstrual flow from the body at a proper interval of time. There is the Bartholin glands. The main role of this Bartholin gland, this is a very small paired structure, pair gland, which open lateral to the vaginal orifice. And its function is to secrete the lubrication. It secretes the chemicals, and that chemicals play a vital role to neutralize the effect of acid, or simply we can say it neutralize the role of this Bartholin canal. It is not given in your book, nahi bhi padhoge kaam chalega. This Bartholin canal secrete the lubrication, it secrete the lubricate, and the role of lubricate is to neutralize the acidity of the female genital organ, due to which there should be proper fertilization. There should be fusion between male and female gametes. During reproduction, there should be proper fertilization. So this Bartholin gland neutralizes the acidity of the female genital organ. We have studied about the different parts of a female reproductive organ. We will draw the figure by which we can understand the proper structure of the female reproductive organ. In next lecture, we will study about it. And after then, we have to study about the fertilization, that how fertilization. We have studied about the fertilization also. Now the time is going to finish. Only 1 minute remains. One thing I want to say, I do not unmute to anyone today. If I have to ask anything, then you can ask in next lecture. One thing should be in your mind, that during your online class, your videos should be open. You should be in proper uniform. Many times I have seen that like Sumit Singh is present here.